Next on Queen to Queen, Carbon Nation is under investigation for its extreme practices against women, which include rape and physical abuse. Let's talk about it.
I came up, I ain't going back broke. No knowledge, my mouth nigga rich on froze. Trap open nigga, we never close. I mean, this shit we gotta get it. I had to run some digits. I was walking down corn with it. Right. Let me ball like fire.
Say, you have this control, King.
You have this control, King.
Hi, everybody. How are you? This is your Queen Clay, and I'm saying I pray that everything that you set forth to accomplish today, that you did that. I know I have. I had a day of home visits, parent-teacher conferences, the last one of the year, and some of my babies we've had in our facility since they were babies, and I was kind of sentimental, to see my little ones go to the next level. And so, yeah, I had a very fulfilling day. But I promised you guys that I was going to do a part 2 on this particular call with more footage, and I am delivering. Actually, I'll probably be doing another part 3 tomorrow, and we will be showing the deliberations. We'll be showing the preliminary court hearing tomorrow. With Queen Sheila, hopefully. So stay tuned to that tomorrow. It'll be at 6:30. But I promised that I would follow up and do a part 2, and I have. Oh my God. Let me tell you guys, the amount of incriminating evidence on YouTube alone should put him away for a long time. I'm just going to tell y'all, if y'all hear any crunching, it's because I'm eating ice, okay? That's my second food group is ice. So forgive me. And if I'm irritating, y'all let me know, hey, Queen, stop chewing that ice. Okay? I'm going to tell you, this guy, in the last digging and just pulling up information, further confirms my ideals that this man is demonically possessed. You will actually see the manifestation of these demons when we play these videos. I'm asking God right now to cover me with his blood, keep me from the hand of the enemy, because I know the enemy is mad that we're exposing him. So you guys, please, y'all pray for me. Y'all cover me, because the devil don't like when we expose. Okay? But I'm doing this for any woman that may be following him on Instagram, that may be following him on YouTube. It is not what you think it is. It is not what you think it is. I'm telling you right now, there's horror stories of women who were in that situation with him that finally got free. They're telling some bone chilly stories, okay? And then he incriminated himself a couple of times by assaulting the men, assaulting the women on TV, on YouTube. You can see that, So stay tuned. This probably will be a lengthy video as well. Anybody that wants to get in here and add your commentary, I'm getting ready to put the link in right now. And you feel free to come up if you're in the bushes. Hello. And you can join. You can talk about it. I got tons of footage to be showing tonight, this evening. So I'm gonna tell you right now, go get you a snack, go get you whatever you want to get you. I got me a cup of ice here to take me through. I'm probably gonna eat afterwards, because I've just been busy all day. Okay, y'all. If y'all tell me this crunching is too much, I'm gonna stop. Okay. Okay, so let's get into. I'm just going to do an update, and then we'll go into commentating on the videos that I have here. So, Carbon Nation is one of the names that the cult is known by. The leader is also known by Bishop Eligio Bishop, which is TH, the number 3, another number 3, and then lowercase God. And they have lived in Costa Rica. They've lived in the United States. They call the United States Babylon. This was their last location was United States, but they've also lived in Costa Rica and in Hawaii and in Mexico. Okay, so they travel around a lot. These people are naturalists. They believe in being nude. He's 40 years old. He was arrested April, looks like it says 14, 2022. I think he also had a case in 20 or 22. This is recent. And DeKalb County Police Department came and picked him up in Decatur, Georgia, I believe. All right. His house was raided and they had to bring in tactical forces. I'm just giving you an update, but I do have new footage on this call. Okay. They're also known as Counterculture Group. All right. The leader, he's a native of New York. He grew up in Atlanta. He also was a male model. He was a homosexual stripper. Now he said, and I kept saying, why is they saying this? Because you don't want to upset, people. But he said this is how he labeled himself. I watched the video. He's called himself a homosexual stripper. He's been a male model. And he just decided to start this cult because he's protesting what he calls Babylon, which is the United States. And so he's protesting the culture of Western countries by living off the grid. But it's mighty funny. He was living off the grid, but they picked him up in an Atlanta colon sack. So he wasn't, and it was fully furnished. So I don't know about all that. All right. So he was also arrested in June 12, 2020, because he violated the mandated COVID-19 quarantine order. They asked him about him being a cult leader. He said, hey, it's kind of cool being a cult leader. Part of their belief system is that they're African-American group who are protesting our conditions by leaving them. They're protesting the conditions of the United States by leaving them. Okay. He said that they just make him look crazy on the internet. And I'm like, okay, it could be like clip situation, but this man stayed live 24 hours a day. He's always on one of his platforms. He has 90,000 followers on YouTube, 25,000 followers, I believe, on Twitter. He has gone viral a couple of times. So April the 15th, 2022, he made his first appearance in court. I do have that video. I'll be going live tomorrow with that footage. It's quite lengthy. So we will be seeing that hopefully in its entirety. The group, they refrain from bathing. They defecate on tree stumps. They reject their biological family. And they have just moved from country to country, from state to state. In order to receive of his teachings, that he makes his followers turn over their financial information and their passports. And that's the only way you can receive the more in-depth teachings. However, he has been known to teach on social media. I watched a couple of his live streams, and a lot of people was asking him questions about his teaching, and he seemed to be getting irritated. I think they have this new app called Michael, and he goes on there, and they have to pay, I guess, to get up on the platform, and when they don't, he gets really irritated. There was a video where he made his followers, a young lady, perform fellatio on him while he was live. One of the most degrading things. I want to unsee that. It wasn't, he didn't show, the genital parts, but they showed the act. He was like, they cut that, they cut the young lady off. You can see her face, but he was most definitely having that performed on him. And these women are sold out to him. I'm going to play some of their doctrine, their belief set. I'm going to play how he interacts with them. I'm going to play some of his abuse and some of his rhetoric. And I will be playing what I feel was a demon manifestation in him and also his followers. I will say this: if you have any children in the room, please remove them. This is viewer discretion is advised. I do not condone the language or the vulgarity that's in these videos. I'm showing this to expose him. And any woman watching this, anybody, I want you to share, because you never know. He got 90,000 followers on YouTube. It may be one of your friends that follows him that may think this is a good idea, that his concept was a good idea. He admitted in some of the video footage that you will see tonight that he has HIV and possibly herpes. His ideology is one band, one sound. So if one person got it, then everybody got it. But that don't necessarily mean he has it. I don't know how that makes sense, but that was part of his rhetoric. You will be seeing that as well. And then we'll give some more updating information on him. All right, so I'm going to ask you to sit tight. You know, before we begin, I have to pause for the cause, and the cause is support. Check them out.
I Believe is a lifestyle brand for anyone who believes in something greater than themselves. The time is now to simply believe.
Sorry for the crunching. If you tell me to stop, I will. You know, I love ice. Believe in something greater than yourself. That's Dennis Gregory and his brand Believe. Check him out on Facebook. He has a Facebook page just for his product, Believe. If you can't find that, then find him on Facebook, Dennis Gregory. His email address is also in the promo. I'll play it again before we leave. I'm telling you right now, again, if you have any children in the room, please, please, please remove them. And all of this information that I'm sharing with you, some of it is within the court documents, but some of it is allegedly. We don't, because this case is still pending. So allegedly, okay, I'm using the word allegedly a lot. Allegedly, he raped a young lady. Allegedly, she was held against her will in prison. And allegedly, he did revenge porn and shared her sexual escapades with him on Twitter. Okay, all of this is allegedly into the course of rule. But you'll see how the judge ruled in regards to if it be a trial or not. You'll see that tomorrow. Shout out to the YouTubers. I did gather some information from my YouTube friends. I'm going to go back and make sure I shout everybody out because YouTube can be very sensitive in content. And Tasha K was one of the first individuals where I heard of this call. So shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to King. I want to make sure I'm saying his name right. And there's another young lady I'm going to give a shout out. I have to look at her name, her channel name. So I want to give her a shout out too as well. Okay. All right. So we're going to dive right into the first video. And this first video is showing him allegedly assaulting one of his followers, which is his baby mother. And she also has the baby in her hand. If you watched my video the other day, I told you that allegedly he slapped a young lady. And it's allegedly that the baby might have fell. You don't necessarily see the baby fall, but you hear the baby cry in the background. Okay, so if you're sensitive, this is something you want to see, you might want to leave the room now.
What you do? Since you pissed off, now what you do? Huh? What you do because you pissed off now? I asked you a question. So once you get pissed off, it's okay for you to violate your moral code because you and your emotions, it's okay for you to violate your moral code now, huh? You ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do. It's my house. You still, like I said, you still not gonna tell me what to do. It's in my house. Point blank, period. But once you get emotional, you think it's okay to drop the moral code, right? Everything is cool with you until you get emotional. Then that shit go out the door. Only reason why you upset is because you caught.
nobody caught nothing. I told y'all I wanted to address it yesterday.
We did address it. We did address. We did it. We did it. So how you got a right to get an attitude right now, honestly? Like if you really.
I'm sitting here. I sat right here first. I've been right here all day. Now, if he sat right there and you felt some type of way, you should have told him to move. You should have been like, "What are you doing? Why are you even sitting right there?" If that's how you felt, that easy. But you said to him that on live, you ain't doing it alone. That's how you
I kind of just caught it on live. I wasn't. You seen when I caught it too. Like you seen when I caught it too.
You know, I've been here all day though. I've been here all day in this spot. I did yoga in this spot. I was at Ayana in this spot. I was sleeping in this spot, and I came back to this spot.
Your dishonesty is less than moral, because it'd be different if you could admit what I seen. Yo, sit down, yo. The baby's in your hand, yo. Hold on real quick. Hold this real quick. Bro, the baby's in your hand, Eliana.
So at this point, you can hear him beating her. You hear the baby crying.
You think I should keep this rolling?
So the follower said, the other young lady said, "You think I should keep this rolling?" He what? So she apparently they have been arguing for 2 days. She is the mother of his child, and he didn't like it, and it was allegedly said that he slapped the baby out of her hand. He slapped her so hard the baby fell out of her hand, and that was, I believe, that's one of the ladies. She's not with the group anymore, and she allegedly has been on social media talking about the abuse in that situation. It's very unfortunate that this man, he calls himself the Coming of Christ. He talks about being a God, and they worship him as such, as a God. Okay, the next video that we're going to show is him admitting that he has AIDS, but the way he's trying to bring it out is that they believe in one band, one sound. You know, if one person got it, they all get it, but for some reason he believes he doesn't get it. I mean, you just have to watch it. It's just rhetoric, okay? And he's doing this, and his followers are just standing there listening to him on and on with this rhetoric. All right, guys, here we go. Again, if you have children in the room, this probably is not a good situation for them right now.
I want to know, why are there homosexual people in the world? Why does it exist in nature? Why do we do that? And then one day, the answer came through me in the flow of my teaching. It just came out of me. The answer just came, and it was so crisp. I was upset. Most of the time, my answers that I ask from the universe come out of me in the middle of my teachings, and I'm like, oh, did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? It's why I'm always trying to record me, and I'm like, yo, I'm teaching myself. I'm learning through me. All my knowledge comes through me. So guess what I learned? I learned that anytime there's an imbalance between female and male, let's not call it masculine or feminine, let's say female and male aspects, right? You create so let's say if we treated females bad, the ones that bear children, let's not call them feminine, just call them female, right? And the mother is experiencing a world that doesn't treat woman in tune with nature. She's in a world that doesn't treat female, because it's a certain way nature treats a female that we have to get in tune with. There's a certain way that allows a female's energy to flourish to its fullest capacity. We're not living in that. If we don't live in a world that allows females to express themselves completely in freedom and so that we can get the most out of them collectively, then we summon the homosexual spirit. So the mother births a boy that will be amongst the men that will see through the eyes of a woman. Nature does this to bring balance. So if women were treated bad in a civilization, it would summon the homosexuals. If men were treated unfair, you would get the dykes. And so these beings were homosexuals. They have high IQs. Their creative level is out the roof because they tap into divine feminine. And they get status because they're smarter. They're made smart. They have a high IQ, right? So gay people are very smart. So they come up in status to create laws and legislations to give fair rights to females. So if you ever notice, gay people are woman rights. They about woman rights, female rights. Like, you cannot fuck with a female. Gay people will fuck you up if they even think you are harming a female. Watch how sensitive gay people are when it comes to female energy, nigga. They're protecting the feminine energy, bro. They come here to protect you so that men won't make you go extinct. So nature does this to bring balance and order. When I learned this, I was amazed. When I learned this, I was like, oh wow, I never thought about the metaphysical reasons of being homosexual. I never thought of them. But because I was in the flow and I was honest, with an open heart, I asked the universe for the real answer of what the fuck. It came to me because my heart was pure. Because I really wanted to know why. And when you really want to know why, it comes to you because you really want to know why. I'm an honest person, and I need my no men around me, my haters around me, because they keep me sharp. This is why I stay live, because y'all niggas will not keep me sharp. They keep me sharp. They call me gay. They say fuck you, nigga, and this is what defines me now. So now that I'm saying, oh, they told me I had a disease. To the point where I know I'm healthy. I've never been sick a day in my life. But they telling me I have a disease. They said, you're sick. And they repeated it and repeated it and repeated it and repeated it and repeated it all over again. So what did I do? I asked the universe, I said, yo, bro, am I sick? I don't believe in going to no doctor to put no spell on me to sell medicine to me. So I ain't going to no fucking doctor. I feel good. I'm not sick. I don't look sick. I don't feel sick. I got my strength. I got my health. I'm fucking healthy. You can't tell me I'm sick. But my haters continued to tell me that I was sick. And I said, God damn. I do got sick people coming to me where they sick in the mind, because disease starting in the mind. A virus is something that disturbs the mind. Go look up what virus means. Yeah. Before it disturbs the body, it disturbs the mind. So now I said, universe, what is disease? So I said, if one person is sick, if one person has herpes, that's a human being, we all have herpes. Because we're one mind, one self. We're not separate. So I wanted to understand disease, to teach about disease. And disease is a mind thing. What I've learned about diseases, because of this, I asked the universe to show me the essence of how disease starts. And it showed me in complete understanding what disease was. What is a virus? In order to understand what disease is, you have to study viruses. A virus is an entity that cannot reproduce on its own. Hello? Anybody there? It's not even a living entity. A virus is not considered a living entity. Did you know that? Go look up the word virus. Look it up. I'm going to teach you how my mind works when people fuck with me. When you call me something, trust me. I go do my research very deeply, and I ask the universe to please, and I ask it with all honesty and all my heart. You know who I am. I'm standing in front of the mirror. I know that me personally am not a homosexual. I know that I have no diseases. But if one of us have a disease, then we'll all have a disease. And let me teach them about what disease truly is in a way they never heard it. Not even from Dr. Sebi have they heard it this way. I want to be able to teach them divine, absolute truth about diseases. Use me. Because they're calling me the one with HIV, and I don't have HIV, unfortunately. But I do have HIV as far as what we all are. If one person has it, we all have it. So therefore, let me be the one. Let me be the messenger for all of us to educate us and heal us from that problem of issue. And what did I come up with? The complete answer to all diseases is to study what a virus is. Young Pharaoh had the whole world saying, you have HIV and he can prove it. I got receipts. I literally took an HIV test and it didn't even matter. Nigga still said I had HIV. He said, that test don't mean, bitch, listen, first of all, then I had to teach about HIV, how HIV, there's no test that tests you for the virus. They test you for proteins that come from stress. So when doctors say, I have an HIV patient, he's actually watching to see if you develop AIDS. And HIV is a process that happens towards getting AIDS, but so is cancer. But then I realized, as I was searching, I was like, oh, HIV is cancer. Holy shit. And a virus is a virus in all forms. What is a virus? A virus is an entity that comes inside of a host. And so that we can get the most out of them collectively.
Okay, so if you watch the video, I'm gonna pause it right there because there's more to this video. He said, and they tested me again, and I still had it, but he said it real quick. And then he went back into that rhetoric. If I have it, you know what I'm saying? If one has it, we all have it. Well, yeah. If one have AIDS, we all have it. So if you notice in the video, he said it real quick, and they tested me again, and still said I had AIDS. So basically, you have AIDS. But what he's doing is he's trying to shoot this rhetoric to his disciples as we are a team or whatever, you know, or trying to convince them, you know, that everything is okay, you know, that you can heal yourself, that we live off the land, that we can fight. I can teach you how to fight virus. I can teach you how to fight disease. How are you going to teach them how to fight HIV without medication? How are you going to teach them to fight herpes without medication and ceasing to have sex with everybody? You know, it's so sad that the women in there have to be suppressed to this. And I'm quite sure when they first came on board, it was not like this. He was not like that. It was one video I did in my previous coverage of the story. The lady said, oh, he wined and dined me. Everything was so nice. And then once she got over into the village or wherever they were living, it was beatings and rapes. And she ended up getting away from that individual. Again, I want to say he was arrested on the 13th, April 13, 2022. He's facing 5 charges. The 5 charges is rape, false imprisonment, 3 counts of prohibition of nude or sexual explicit electronic transmission on some type of social media, which we know it is Twitter. And just watching the preliminary hearing, the investigator has subpoenaed Twitter for their footage, and the judge was so shocked that Twitter allows its sexual explicit acts onto Twitter, and we know that to be true. In this day and age, they don't need to be doing that, right? But they are, you know, and so it's just really, really, really crazy. One of the former Carbon Nation members said that he is knowingly spreading STDs. He knows he had it. He just admitted in that video he knows he has STDs, and he's spreading it around because they are believing in this philosophy, this theology, this ideology that he's giving them. That we can fight this off. I've never been sick a day in my life, is what he said. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the demon manifestation part of this. Okay, you will see it. I don't think it's in this footage, but I think it's in another footage where he told one of his leaders. No, it may be in this footage. I'm not for sure. Where he said he didn't want to. He wanted to see. He was in demon mode. And he does like this dance thing, and you can't tell me it's not some type of manifestation, guys. All right, guys. Again, this is a viewer discretion is advised. If you have any children in the room, do not please remove them. If you ain't prayed up, I don't know, you may not want to view this. It's just really crazy. I'm doing this because he got 90,000 followers on YouTube, and if anybody see this, they will see another side of him, and to protect our women. Okay, all right, we're going to continue on with the video.
Summon the homosexual spirit.
A homosexual spirit is what he said. Summon. Okay, let's see.
Beating my jeans, ain't talking denim, I still bust out the seams. My life a movie, you can tell by the scene. Protect from nothing, bitch, I know that I'm dreaming.
And I believe that this video is some just shooting rhetoric. I don't think this is the dancing part.
Nature Boy TV.
Check it out. Number one, as long as niggas is locked up.
Again, I don't approve of the vulgarity or the language.
As long as white supremacy exists, every black man is locked up, even in his own home. He thinks he's not locked up, but we are in a state of hell. And all of us is locked up. It's just different security levels, okay? You got super max, seg, population, county, and then the ghetto, nigga. And then you got the middle class Negroes. And then you got the upper class Negroes. And we all, whether you in a mansion or you in a motherfucking segregation supermax security, until this shit is over, till this white supremacy system is gone, we are all doing a bid. You dig? No matter how big your house is, motherfucker, no matter how many bitches you fuck, how much money you got, still there. You still locked up. Jay-Z ain't locked up. You just a bigger caged animal with a higher price tag. We all locked up, nigga. But I'm Caesar. Caesar. House. Return. Yeah. I'ma light y'all niggas up.
I don't know what happened to his voice just then, but that was creepy. And you can tell that they are just tired. That girl, I believe, to the left of him, look like she about to fall asleep.
And niggas woke up the next morning and them niggas was alert. Niggas was lit. Something hit them. Niggas like, oh, hold on. And they start looking at me like, I'm like, yeah, nigga. Now you know the shit that I was on. Yeah. But right now, y'all just regular monkeys laughing at me, throwing cookies and shit at me. Saying, ooh, that's what y'all doing on the internet. Not realizing I'm Caesar, nigga. This is our handshake. Remember this handshake. This is the handshake of our genetics. Deep in your genetics, you remember this. Try it. If you're in a prison cell, listen to me. You're in a prison cell, whether you like it or not. Every black man is watching. Your house, yes, that's a prison cell. Every now and then you feel it, you know it. It's kind of like you locked up with a woman or with your kids or some shit. That's what it is, nigga. You're locked up right in your house. You go to your supermarket, you go home, you watch movies, you get online, and you entertain yourself on these phones, not even realizing the whole time you're in a state of imprisonment. Nigga, y'all niggas in hell. I'm about to teach you who the fuck you are. This is our handshake. Right here. 1, 2, right here. You grab the thumb, right there. The yin and the yang. It is a circle. Our hands do it. Harmony. Look at it. They naturally do it. Love. Harmony. Look at that. This smells yin, yang. A perfect circle. And we already doing it. We just ain't doing it. We go like this. Oh, what up, nigga? And we go like, and we pop it. Like that. And we go like that sometimes, whatever. But really, we trying to do this. We used to lock our fingers just like that. Just like this. It's the yin and the yang. And the other side is the spiral of life. This is the spiral of your motherfucking top of your forehead, nigga.
That's crazy.
This is the spiral of pi, nigga. This is pi. You wanna see some cooler shit? Watch this shit. I'm gonna fuck you up. Watch the third part. Ready? That's our shit, nigga. This our real shit. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, nigga. Nikola Tesla. That's our shit. The fuck you talking about, Nikola Tesla, nigga? Look. 3 fingers up. 6, 9. And we used to lock it. We used to go like this. In indigenous times, we said this to each other. It went like this real quick. Hey, what up, nigga? Let's pop it. It was like this. That was it. 1, 2, 3. We always did things in 3, so it was like, hey, what up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? It, like, it naturally starts to flow. Just like that. 3. 1, 2, 3. That was it. 1, 2, 3. That was it. 1, 2, 3. That was our handshake. And that meant 3, 6, 9. Those are the numbers of the universe, nigga. We was gods, nigga. We was gods. These ain't gang signs. These shits mean mathematical equations, nigga. We think we throwing up motherfucking Bloods and Crips and Mieta. Nigga, no, nigga. We throwing up our fucking numbers. 3, 6, 9. Those are the numbers in the universe. That's God shit. And you have to unlock the universe. We knew this shit, nigga. What is y'all talking about? Remember? Try it. I'm gonna show you the handshake. And it's gonna fuck with your genetics. As soon as you do it, it's gonna be something gonna happen in your heart. You're gonna feel it. I swear to God, if niggas is watching this shit in a jail, or anybody, you ain't gotta be in that maximum security or jail. Any nigga, wherever you are, even if you in Hollywood, or we all locked up in these different size houses. It don't fucking matter. We not.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm gonna stop it there because there's more. I told you this show is probably gonna be lengthy. Because of just the amount of footage that I uncovered. Tomorrow I will be showing the preliminary hearing. He has been arraigned for sex trafficking, rape, false imprisonment, and sharing sexual explicit activity on Twitter without the subject's consent. This man believes that he is God. He has taken advantage of women and men. They all live together. They have lived in Mexico. They have lived in Cuba. They have lived in Hawaii. And lastly, in Atlanta, his house was raided earlier this month. In April, and he has been arraigned. This man believes that he is the coming Christ. He believes that his wives, he has many wives there they are goddesses, and that he controls the house. There has been allegedly cases of abuse there, cases of rape there. He has said on his social media that he would wonder if he could be attracted to a child. That prompted the police to come to his house when he said that. So the next video I believe you're going to see is when the police showed up to his house because of a statement that he made on his social media. You know, they use that app called Myco to upload videos daily. He gets money from doing rap videos and also being on social media. So I'm assuming he's monetized. Like I said, he has 90,000 followers on YouTube. So of course, he's monetized, and he's always live, 24 hours live. And to my understanding, the young ladies that live with him, they have took over his social media page, and they're asking for donations, and they are live. They're going live constantly too as well. So the next video you're going to see is when the police showed up to his house, when he said he wondered if a child would be attracted to him. Totally sick.
His clothes is right there. If he have to go.
I'm going to go back in just a little bit. Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Did I do something wrong?
I mean, it look like you did something wrong right there, but
No, come on. Come on, let's go out. I need my live one.
I got your live. Your clothes are right there behind you. You acting like a fool.
We can see. What's up, G?
listen, did you say one thing on your live?
What? I say one thing what? God?
I got it. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm
What?
talking about child molestation.
Hell no.
You didn't say nothing about that on the live?
No.
Sure. Oh,
Hell,
that's your live right now?
that's my live. Yeah. Nah.
Something now I'm gonna give you more views now.
Hell yeah. Nah, I ain't say I was no child molester. They say I'm a child molester.
Right.
I'm teaching about nature and natural living.
No, we're not.
Nah, I ain't say I was no child molester. That's what the trolls do. That's what they.
Well, that's the thing, man. You gotta be mindful of what you see
No.
on camera. You gotta be mindful of what you say.
No. We always on camera. Everything on record. That's why I record everything. That's why
I'm recording you, so you good?
Yeah, I record everything.
You good, man.
I'm
You gotta
always-
listen. You gotta be mindful of what you say, though.
No,
You-
we
nothing
don't.
wrong with-
We
nothing
don't.
wrong
We
with
don't,
preaching,
we
like,
don't
nothing
believe
wrong.
in harming no kids. We don't believe in harming animals. We don't believe in harming the earth. We don't believe in harming human beings. We are peaceful people that teach meditation and living in tune with the universe. That's the opposite of what we're teaching. But that's the trolls, though. People that don't agree say that to bring cops over here to make a scene. But that's what we've been going through. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I record everything.
This,
I record
you
everything.
put your address online?
Yeah,
Why?
because I want a bitch to try me.
So you will walk out the camera on that one.
Huh?
You will walk off on that one.
No, I wouldn't walk. I want a nigga to try me. My address is 2993. My shit is 2993 what?
Arbor Chase.
Drive.
Georgia.
Decatur, Georgia.
30033.
You know, we get is pizza and police.
Push your speed.
I don't know. I don't even eat
You
pizza.
get for that.
They just be they be serving us pizza. They be bringing pizza and the police here. I don't got a problem with the streets. I'll try to let them know there's some weird people behind the internet that, you know what I'm saying? There's weird people that don't like you behind the internet and they just call the police at the house. That's it.
What you doing on like TikTok or?
No, I'm on TikTok. I'm on everything. I'm Nature Boy. I'm
I
3 guys.
know. I've seen some of your videos.
Oh yeah, you know.
I've seen some of your videos.
You know what time it is.
How many followers you got?
A lot. And I'm about to go viral again. I got a lot of followers.
How
I'm
many followers you
about
on TikTok? Ballpark.
TikTok. How many we got?
On TikTok? 33.
33 right now.
Yeah.
But my
33.
videos is going viral. I just put it on TikTok.
So like 33 people, like 33 M, 33K.
33,000.
33,000, but we got our following all together.
We
probably like-
we got 90,000 on YouTube.
Yeah, like I'm people. But the thing is, I'm about to be more famous in a minute.
So at this point, I'm thinking this cop is not a fan. For one, when I first looked at it, I'm like, oh, this police is really letting me down. You know, you're not going to do no investigative work. You sitting up here letting them know you're a fan, that you watched him. But then I was thinking that he could be just gathering information, because I know that they were investigating him and then watching his social media. So they could have been just pulling information out of him and just letting him talk to gather information. Also, I want to give out a shout to 3 Is No God. Some of this footage I retrieved from her site. I want to also give a shout out to Truth Teller. I want to make sure I'm saying the name correctly. Truth Teller, the truth. And just gathering information from him. I also want to give a shout out to C, the goddess. I want to give a shout out to C, the goddess, for some information, for some footage. I also want to give a shout out to Denise Tracy as well. I got footage from as well. Logo Essay. I also want to give a shout out to her channel for covering this. We just want to expose this situation, okay? Rams of God 1. I want to give a shout out to you guys as well. King World 2020. Give a shout out to you as well. Everybody is just sharing the information. They're exposing what's really going on in this situation. It's truly upsetting what we have been seeing. Okay. All right. So let's continue on with the cop. Now, again, I said I'm thinking he like being a little bit too friendly with this guy, but he could have possibly been trying to just gather information. Let's continue on.
That's the only reason we out here.
Oh no, ain't no problem, no kids. We don't harm kids. We protect children. We protect children and women. We don't play no bullshit. And I let people know, y'all can pull up on my address. I'm right here. You feel me? Y'all want to come touch me?
You gonna post that video later?
It's live.
Are you gonna live?
This is live. We live on Miko. Miko the app. That's what you need to get. Miko the new app.
So I send you my invoice.
Yeah.
Say, yo.
What you mean? What you mean? Everybody?
Oh yeah, I can't do this for free.
Nah, man. All right, my boy. Be good, man.
Y'all be good.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, he look like Mac Miller. He a nigga too.
Yeah, he
He a
black.
white boy, but he a nigga.
Black on the inside.
He'll be over here for the barbecue.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm trying to alter my state because I was teaching. I was in the middle of teaching, and I came from one state to the next real quick. So I'm switching out of states. I'm in a state of teaching. I'm in a meditative state. I'm channeling. I'm teaching. And then they like, oh, come to the door. So you feel the switch in my state. I'm got to switch up my knees. I got to get my knees better. And they're like, oh, what's going on? Switching from one state to another.
He wanted to come on here and see what we were doing.
Yeah, he cool. He always come.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. We're gonna pause it here, and because this next portion that I'm gonna show is very creepy, very, very, very creepy. And you cannot tell me this man is not full of the devil, Because he is. I mean, anytime you got that many followers that is just following you around from country, state to state, there has to be some type of brainwashing going on. And there, I believe there's some demonic manipulation, of course. And spirits draw spirits. That's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful who you engage with. You know what I'm saying? Even just doing investigative work on this particular story. I'm just keeping myself covered and, asking God to cover me, because we don't want no type of influence, no nothing going on. Okay. This is happening in the day of 2022. Occultist behavior out in the open, online, drawing women and men in this demonic behavior. And it is sex driven. It's just ridiculous. Okay. All right. So we're moving forward again. He's already been arraigned. He did have his preliminary hearing earlier this month. And they have decided that he will be held over for a trial. Okay. And again, he's being accused of rape, false imprisonment. He's also being accused of being sharing sexually explicit footage on Twitter without the young lady's consent. Okay, and I believe this is the young lady. Well, no, this is not the young lady that he had a child by. This is another young lady. It is allegedly believed that he has AIDS, and it is allegedly believed that he has herpes as well, which it is a crime in Michigan to sleep with someone knowing that you have this disease. All right, we're going to push through. This is the portion where I say these demons most definitely manifested himself. So this was the day that he got the notice that he was being evicted, because he kept doing making videos within his community in the colon slack. So they complained. I guess it broke some of the standards in which that certain community hold each resident up to. And so he got an eviction notice, and I guess this was his way of doing a bon voyage video. And it's just totally weird. All right, guys, here we go. Any children in the room, please take them out.
What I'm gonna say right here is he must have already got his notice that he getting put out, because they already told you no music videos over there. So I guess he's gonna be what the church folks call contrary and do it anyway. Since I'm leaving, let me go and give you the music video y'all looking for. He sits up and do a Chinese split gymnastics yoga routine. He gonna sashay Shantae right on back to the house. Hey, 50, them hips popping.
Okay, now watch the change in the body language. Something most definitely demonically is going on. Look at the girls in the window. See, this don't look like no wilderness. They're supposed to be living in the wilderness off the land. They're supposed to be rejecting Western ideals.
Bitch.
Look how he's talking to that man, his follower.
I know what's going on, but
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there.
And so these beings were homosexual.
Right there. Okay. Yeah, so that last footage, you cannot tell me that there's not no demonic situation going on. Hopefully with him being in jail, the young ladies can escape. They can leave. The young men can escape. There has been I think one man, he did escape, but he's still practicing the principles. And I'm thinking, why? Is he so indoctrinated that whatever it is has gotten a hold to him? He can't, or he just truly believes it. His belief system seems to be scattered all over the place, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I need to know what his faith is. Even when the young ladies are trying to articulate what the faith is, they're all over the place. They are having problems. Okay. Just articulating what their doctrine is. Okay. It has been reported that they have these sessions called Getting the Demons Out, where he has them sitting for long periods of time, listening to his rhetoric, and they sit there to cleanse themselves to get the demons out. Yeah. I'm not understanding that. I did view a video where another instance where he had the women slapping a young lady. He made the one woman slap the other woman because she seemed to be uppity or ungrateful. Meanwhile, while they were doing all of this, she was rubbing his feet and then all of them were rubbing his legs and stuff. And he was calling them all type of bees and using all type of profanity, which was ridiculous. Now, and I believe this young lady, she had tried to leave a couple of times. The one time that she did come back, she left and came back, which was crazy to me. Like, why would you want to come back to a situation like this? It is allegedly said that he made her eat her own vomit, which I thought was the most disgusting thing that I had ever heard. And she came back to that. So that lets you know that indoctrination is strong. Okay. So what's happening is these women cannot break free. He is in jail, locked up, and his followers are still carrying on the torch. Okay. So this next video that we're going to see, he's trying to prove a point that it's not him that's doing the abuse, that it is, in fact, his baby's mother, which she's just trying to get out with her child. She's tried to escape multiple times. There's more footage on there where she's tried to escape even when they were in Cuba. She tried to get away from him. And that girl surrounded her and beat her and prevented her from leaving. All right, we're moving forward.
They have high IQs.
Okay, creative fast forward because we've seen this footage. We're gonna go to
recorded the whole. I shit. Here she is with the baby, like, you feel me? Feel me? You seen it though. I ain't gonna take your word for it, cause you a dude like me, but she gonna try to say, oh, he trying to put his hands on me. She stretched my shirt out. You can see my shirt like right there. Smart. I'm too smart. I'm trying to leave and you know you ain't trying to leave nowhere. You wildin' out trying to punch me. No, I'm not trying to. You ain't trying to swing on me. I'm trying to leave and you're pushing me back out. She trying to leave out the door with the baby. You're not going anywhere with my baby. No. She trying to get out the door so she can run up the fucking block with the baby in the middle of the night. And I'm trying to keep my daughter safe at this point because I know her episodes. And she'll do whatever when she get upset, bro. With the baby in her hand, my nigga. Just a couple days ago, she punched the fucking elevator door in the nice-ass hotel, bro. Started wilding out with a bag and a baby in her hand. And then y'all seen her. People try to say I smacked her. I ain't smack her, nigga. Y'all, she smacked me with the baby in her hand, bro. Like, you feel me? I'm tired of this shit, bro. I just got out of jail because of this girl, bro. The reason why I went to jail was sticking up for her, bro. She went to the embassy. They tried to call her pops, and her pops made a big deal and called the cops on me. That's why I was locked up, dog. But I still held it down and read for it, bro. This is the last time I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done with her, bro. Completely, bro. It's over, my nigga. She punched me in my face and everything. I'm done. This is a wrap. I done did all I could do, bro. You feel me? You're not going. You see what I'm saying? Look, she broke. You know what I'm saying? You see that shit? Did you see it? Did you see it? First of all, she broke the handle off the hotel door. You feel me? And look, you broke the. Let me go. And she threw this shit at me. Yo, see, this is why I hold your arm. Let me go. I'm trying to get out the door. I'm trying to get my baby out your hands. You don't want the baby. What are you talking about? You just put her face and do that hand. You keep pushing me out the way. I just want my daughter. No, you don't. No, you don't. My daughter. No, absolutely not. What are you doing? Yo, you bugging. Leave me alone. You bugging. You're not going nowhere with my daughter. You need to relax. Leave me alone. You need to relax. I just need you to give my daughter. You can go. You can go. You can go. But you need to, yo. She's trying to get out the window, my nigga. Like, I'm like, what is you doing? Like, yo, relax. No, before I play the rest of this joint, because I made sure I recorded it, right? I made sure I recorded it. I wanted my daughter out of her hand, because she's bugging, my nigga. So I'm like, you know, I've seen her do this before, so I'm like, you know what? But here's the thing. She already had left earlier and came back around to me like, yo, I need to sleep over here. I can't sleep nowhere else. So now she's trying to act like she's getting out the room. I'm like, yo, hold up, man. Leave them folks alone over there. Because they like, yo, this ain't none of their business. They really, out here where we at in the tropics, they really don't want to be in people's business. So they like, handle y'all business. You know what I mean? They don't really want to be in your business out here, right? So she keep doing this, and I want the world to see this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave this shit alone. You feel me? Like me and Sean over here, she came back over here like, y'all she already had left earlier. We let her leave. I gave her the passports. Because I didn't want to really give her the passport to my daughter. Passport, I was going to fight for my daughter. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let them just leave, bro. You feel me? So watch what happened, bro. Just put the baby down. Just put the baby down. I don't know. All I'm asking you to do is please put the baby down because you wild. No, you wild right now. You broke the door. You can't get out of there. You broke the door. Just give me the baby and go. No. Now watch this. I have my daughter. You mean fuck me? No, bro. You're not about to go out here with my daughter. No, you're not about to leave with my daughter in your hand, bro. You wild right now, bro. You is really wild right now. You keep doing stuff with the baby in your hand. It's not going down no more. That's it. That's it. I'm done. That's it. You broke this lady's stuff. You threw the door at me. Bro, look what you did to the door, my nigga. You wild. You did this in the other fucking hotel. You don't keep wanting to fucking hold me in here. I'm trying to fucking leave. I'm trying to record. Go over there. She is good. I'm not setting nobody up. I'm just showing y'all the truth. I want it to be recorded so no one can say nothing. Right. You feel me? I want it to be recorded so y'all can.
Okay, that was a bit much. with this young lady, she has tried to leave countless times. She tried to leave 4 times, and she actually got away, and that was one of the ladies that had escaped from him, and she talked about being held and pinned down against her will a couple of times. Shout out to Tasha K, who where I saw the story first. Shout out to them. Shout out to Truth Teller, the truth. Shout out to 3 No God. I just want to give shout out, so you know, because most of this footage we will not even be seeing unless they had posted it. Shout out to C the Goddess for this particular footage. We're gonna move on because I got somewhere to be at 7 o'clock. This last video, well, I actually got 2 more, so y'all pray that I get done because I'm not going to be missing my service for this. He reveals his new queen, and she is a transsexual. And you could, I'm just saying, like, if you look at the ladies behind, you can look. They look fatigued. They look tired. They look scared. But most of all, the whole situation just looks demonic. All right, we're moving through, pushing through. I don't own the rights to this music.
Push big, 3 keys, popcorn, Porsche, push big, I just want a cold water. Push P, red bandana card. Push P, I know how it goes.
Everybody agree. Let's go. Everybody agree.
I never saw a family finally touch. I never, she ready to give me straight for me to push. Too rich to taste, I let my shoulder fire. Take the P and the F for back, I'm trying to sword. Push it big, 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 push it big.
Forward, forward. You will know. Right there, forward. No, they supposed to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. What the fuck are y'all doing? Pay attention, pussy.
Yeah, push it big, turn me up. Turn me up, please.
3. Put your knees up there.
Try to get my piece. I'm pushing big.
Point it
No
in.
numbers for my piece. I don't want no peace. Gotta scrap, gotta scrap. Just please.
Move over to the thing. Move to the thing. Move to the thing.
She not the lesbian for peace. She turned president. Push it big. I'm pushing big. I'm capital P, I write you president, I'm president. Push G's on my knees, mopping down the P. She let me squeeze, and she leave, cause she keep the P. Privacy.
I told you what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna do it. Yeah. All praises due to the Most High, great God. Woo-ha! Got you all in check.
Weird.
I got my 3s in check. I got a new lady. I got a new thing. Bitch, you can't touch her. She was sent to me. I ordered her myself. Made her.
He said I ordered her myself.
Yeah, get the tea on that. Beautiful. Hey, she looked just like my baby mother. Take your hand, young baby. Eat. 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 This is your new queen, motherfucker. This
Again,
is
I do
your
not
new
condone the
queen,
vulgarity.
bitches. Eat. Feast. Yeah. Is she a transsexual? Yes. Yes. Yes, she is. Always wanted one, just like her.
Okay, shout out to Logo SA for that video there. That's her logo. Go check her channel out and subscribe, okay? We're removing that one. Again, remember I talked about the rhetoric of his theology, and it just doesn't make any sense. But here is a video where the young lady is trying to give a teaching on their faith and on what they believe in, and it just isn't making any sense at all. I believe this is the queen. Well, she's like one of the top women in the group. Now, I noticed in the last video, the last show I did, they all had like feathers in their head. Okay, so the feathers signifies rank, and the ones with the top feathers, I guess they're higher up in rank, and the ones with the shorter feathers are not. Okay, let's check it out.
Where your house come from. Live in tune where your water come from, your air come from, your sunlight come from. Melanated beings, you are in tune with the source. You have melanin for a reason. You have melanin because you are able to communicate and talk to light. You are melanin is awareness. Melanin is consciousness. Melanin is intelligence. Melanin is able to absorb the whole light spectrum and bring it back and reflect it back. Emit and receive and transmit light right back. That's what you see me doing. I'm literally picking up the whole humanity and speaking for humanity. What they're not saying, what they're not teaching, what they're afraid to say, what they're in hiding about is this knowledge and this proclaiming the kingdom of God. Yes. I am proclaiming the kingdom. Yes. Because this all that will be and stand and reign until the end. Pyramid. It's nothing else. With this knowledge and what we teach. Yes. Because we teach that you are God.
Hey,
we
Selena.
teach that you are God and that you, beyond your five senses, this reality is no existence. Yes. We understood that if you shut one of your optical nerves off from your brain, from your eye, from
person, he does nothing but show us love. He does nothing but continue to teach us, and at the end he's still going to forgive everybody who did something against us. He's still going to be there and forgive, because that.
Wow.
I'm Goddess Eferul. You can find me on Instagram at 6.efuru.
And I am Goddess Aya. You can find me at 6.3ye. It's 6I. And not to mention, you can also find our husband on Instagram as well at 3Lehio13 Bishop.
Facebook at Eligio Bishop, and also on YouTube at The 3 God TV.
Well, yes,
that's a 3.
All right, guys, we're removing that from the screen. Okay, we're gonna pause for the cause, and the cause is support. I'm gonna play one more promo, and after the break, I got one more video, and then we're gonna wrap this thing on up. Okay. All right, check this guy out.
I Believe is a lifestyle brand for anyone who believes in something greater than themselves. The time is now to simply believe.
I believe in something greater than yourself. He has t-shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff. Check him out on Facebook, Dennis Gregory, or I Believe, if you want to support a young man that's family oriented, has a beautiful family. That was actually his family in the promo, and his children. He's doing big things. Support. Okay, so this is the video of them getting raided in the Atlanta colon sack. All right, and then after that, we're gonna wrap this thing on up.
Cobb County Police raided a home after a 3-week investigation. Channel 2 Action News was there as officers took Eligio Bishop into custody. Channel 2's Dave Huddleston live now at DeKalb Police Headquarters. And Dave, Bishop supporters say, look, the group believes in nudity, they believe in nature, and that he's done nothing wrong.
but he's being held behind bars with no bond. It was on March 30th that DeKalb police got that tip, and we were right there, as you said, George, as the Special Victims Unit raided that home. Channel 2 Action News was right there when dozens of DeKalb officers descended on this brick home in a Decatur cul-de-sac Wednesday night. We saw dozens of officers, detectives, and a tactical team swarm the home on Arbor Chase. Several people were led away in handcuffs and put into squad cars. A nearby neighbor told us this man, Eligio Bishop, runs an online cult called Carbon Nation.
He controls them and do what he says, but like I said, lately it's been turned into abuse from what the neighbors been complaining about from what I hear.
Police would only tell us that Bishop was taken to the DeKalb County Jail on charges of rape, false imprisonment, and sharing sexually explicit content on social media. He's being held without bond. We went by the home Thursday afternoon, and several people who say they are Bishop's disciples came out and talked with me.
Basically, the police raided us on false allegations.
Musa says Bishop is their God, and as a group, they believe in nature, nudity, and kindness. He says those criminal accusations are from a disgruntled former member of the Carbon Nation family.
She's always free to leave. She's saying that she was here on false imprisonment when we have live documentation of us saying, hey, if you want to leave, you can leave. Nobody's forced to stay here.
And Musa said live documentation because Bishop and Carbon Nation shares their beliefs and teachings on social media. Now, we're still working to find out when he will face a judge for these very serious.
All right, guys. So yeah. He's in jail, and this has been really draining. I'm just gonna be honest. A draining story. I think tomorrow, after I do the preliminary hearing, the coverage of that, I'm going to be done with this story, right? I just wanted to put this out here because this type of behavior and this type of organization and control is alarming. And I'm looking at my queens and my beautiful women. They're standing with a crazy maniac. And we just praying that some kind of way, we pray right now in the name of Jesus that whatever demonically is holding them captive, that the Lord will free them in the name of Jesus. And that they will be free in the name of Jesus. And they will escape that, as well as the men, that they be set free in the name of Jesus. And I hope that this will help somebody. Again, check out the scroll. There's the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you know a woman that is in a situation, please share this video. Share. All right, guys, this is your queen, Clayleen, saying be great. Bye-bye.